Hello everyone, my name is Yappir and I have been recently playing with Luftwaffe Doctrine. I was wondering how good it is. And it's good, that's for sure. Especially that it was just reworked, so it got to be somewhat decent. And I was searching for a replay or a game that I can show you and show you that game and tell you this is how much Luftwaffe can do. But the problem was that these games, they didn't stretch this doctrine to its furthest end. And finally, I got one that I believe that was quite dope, at least from my personal feeling when I was playing this. I was like in a bliss. So yeah, I'm playing as the Oster, I'm playing on the offense, so we have an opportunity to attack the Soviets player fuel, or maybe cut him here, or stuff like that. And for now we are just grabbing the ammunition, and we'll be grabbing a sniper. Obviously he will be on a control group 1, just so I can retreat him quickly if something tries to kill him. In the meantime, my friend Dante, I mean not friend, but my teammate Dante is trying to fight for his fuel, and I see that, and this is why I went for a sniper. I personally know the British player, red dirt in my veins, and I know that he should be somewhat decent. So this is why we are having this sniper and this pioneer team going for the left flank to help sort that out, so we can get our fuel. I'll just put the machine gun in that house, just in case the Soviets try to push him, we can just quickly spray him. I don't have a doubt that we will not be stealing the fuel for a while, so we will be committing our resources to fighting for that house. The British also has a mortar, so this is really nasty. This grenadier team is really beaten down already, and I'm glad I'm here with my sniper. Our pioneers will drop some defenses here in case the British try to push our soft underbelly. I tell my teammate to spot targets for me, and my sniper will be doing the business. In the meantime, the Russians find my MG. They went for an early mortar so they can rout me quickly. I'm buying grenadiers as we speak, and they'll be sent instantly here. I do believe that the sniper will handle the situation, and this unit retreated, seeing that they don't have much to do. There is a second team that also retreat. I think they got pinned by a machine gun, so they ran off. Now, the situation is under control in my opinion, so I'm leaving the sniper a little bit in the back and my pioneers are moving. In the meantime, we have this machine gun set up here, and our grenadiers will trying to steal that territory back for our side. And in the meantime, we are making more infantry. At this point, I'm not aware that I'll be going for a Luftwaffe just yet, so yeah. I'm just playing the game as it is. Maybe we'll go for Spearhead, maybe for Mechanized, we don't know that yet. The Russians move the support weapons closer to us. We'll be routing that guy. We have a MG in the back, and I move my sniper towards the middle. I spot this flamethrower, and it's a perfect target for my sniper. We'll slowly whittle this unit down and route it. Pioneers will grab the green cover here and will be pushing my machine gun. I think about setting him up, but he's like really low and I don't want to lose him. And my sniper will now continue to recruit that machine gun. Our pioneers will be used as cannon fodder behind that truck and will be just staying there. Our infantry is flanking, trying to flank that machine gun. The Soviets don't have anything really. Nearby they have just some conscripts, but they are in the wrong place, wrong time. So yeah, our pioneers here did their job. Suddenly Brent carrier appears and I'm like way too slow with that sniper. He dies, unfortunate for us. But yeah, this is how we live with a sniper. But from the other hand, we have the Soviet fuel, and we saw that Dante is using his momentum. He did cut this point for a while. Now he's defending on my sandbags. I'm glad that I dropped those. It's very good sandbags. And there's a Bren carrier. Like my guys are fairly low. Just bite the bullet and fall back as soon as possible. We didn't tech up still, and I'm just like thinking what I can do with my money. And first issue that I want to sort out is medical supplies. Here I will just back off, like we cannot hold this point with just two grenadiers, and they have a mortar support and flamethrower and everything. So yeah, I have a machine gun that's fairly wounded, my pioneers are fairly wounded, and here comes the medical supplies. Normally I would have to take my infantry, buy a bunker, and yeah. But now we get medical supplies, we can just heal. This costs per box, same as a medkit, and it also gets you a medical supplies buff. It seems that I pick up a second box out of the blue, I don't know why. I think that maybe I bugged or something. Or I clicked two times instead of one. Anyway, I'm not sure how much this buff does. It doesn't say, but I can tell that my grenadiers are doing so much better when they are buffed, so yeah. Playing with that. We'll be healing our guys. Finally, this unit didn't get healed because I wasted 2 medical supplies there. But I guess we'll be fine. And I'll be pushing with whatever I have. I have this officer also. We lost that sniper early on, so we have some extra command points. And we went for an officer. And what it does, it's just a regular officer that you can see in Assault Doctrine. But unlike the regular officer, it doesn't coordinate your artillery. We'll be stealing that flamer. And it has a Stuka strafing round instead. It's really good. It can pin you shock troops, blobs, or whatever. And it's really helpful. The Dante did lose his fuel, but his mortar did support us. These weapon teams were routed there. The British took our fuel, this is unfortunate. And obviously, talking back about the officer, obviously all his abilities are related to planes. So we have Stuka smoke drop instead of regular smoke, but let's face it, it's just a smoke. And there is also a recon pass, which is another difference with a regular officer. So yeah, but is it better? No. Is it interesting? Yeah, clearly. Here an Ike comes in and the timing is perfect because we can drop ourselves some supply drop, and this will get us a pack, machine gun, and a little small amount of resources. I'll just be stealing that. My pioneers here are sticked into the green, and I will be just picking up all that stuff and will be using that to fight this Ike. Here this Ike gets here, and I'll just drop smoke just to slow them down as much as I can. I'm happy that they leave Dante alone because he can reclaim my fuel, or I mean our fuel, and he's actually still helping. We do get a mortar support from him. I'm picking up that pack and we'll be fighting that Ike with that. And the Russians are pushing me, and we will not hold for a while. I tell my pioneers to try to spray these guys. This would be a mistake in the long run. Then Ike pushes me, there is some smoke dropped on my face, and this pack, he tries to walk into the smoke, it gets bumpy, there is a flamer there, really nasty things happening here. We have to bug this machine gun. This flamer got killed. It seems that we exchange flamer on my grenadiers, flamer on his conscripts. My officer did manage to run away. And here we're just trying to deal with that. I have my pack here, I have my flamethrower team, so we are doing stuff. What the Soviets do. Soviets did go for T-70, we do got an AT gun. We don't have any tellers, unfortunately. Here we have our grenadiers with the buff on the medical supplies shooting. And are they standing longer? I guess yeah, like the shield symbol on that buff suggests that it's a defensive buff, and I trust that. We'll be healing more of our guys. I'll pick the supplies, try to heal my machine gun. Unfortunately, it cancels when the unit enters combat, so these guys didn't heal. But still, we do rout these guys with the machine gun. The British try to continue to push me. I'm so happy about it again, because Dante has some... can do some stuff on his own. I'm super happy about that. And I'm really happy to take that beating. I have 2 machine guns. So yeah, very defensive pack and solid core of infantry. We did lose that pioneers. That sucks. This T-70 is pushing here. You may be thinking, what the hell is Dante doing? He should be running away. But Dante is a strategy mastermind, as you guys can tell, and this T-70 goes down. Super happy about it. That was risky, to be honest, like. But yeah, this guy made it out. Here we have some mortar exchange, and just shelling our defenses and our mortars. Just keeping that machine gun in the back, and I'll try to sneak in here with my infantry, and we'll be taking 1 machine gun. And this machine gun obviously will replace it here and on that road. So the question arises again, how good is Luftwaffe Doctrine? And it's really good. It does interesting things with your late game, mid game, and early game. For example, like, I'm not sure have you guys noted, but a second ago I entered battle phase 1, 10 minutes into the game, and I have an 80 anyway. I didn't spend 100 on Leicht Mechanized Company, and for a while I postponed the escalation to battle phase 1. That helped me to save 200 manpower. So I had like one extra unit that I didn't pay for. Honestly, I'm trying to just fight with that machine gun. I try to pin it with my Stuka. Doesn't do that much. I got myself an extra pioneer unit just so we can build some stuff. This officer we are fighting here, there is this infantry group with flamethrowers, but we have 2 machine guns covering all the angles and he has to back off. So yeah, Luftwaffe gets you an extra unit on the field because you can skip some costs. Also you can drop yourself a machine gun. Not this one, MG34, you can drop that, and you also can drop a pack, and you can do that fairly quickly, so you don't have to buy one blindly. You can go for the battle phase 2, just right off the bat. You have medical supplies, you don't need medical bunker, or you don't need the medkits from veterancy. And take a note that you have to wait for those, you are not guaranteed to have this. So if you have a sniper and you want to heal him quickly, you are in trouble. Here, officer will hold these guys off. The officer is also, he's really beefy, he can pick up a fight with shock troops, and if he doesn't get hit with a grenade, he can really put up a fight against the shock troops. Trying to just play with the machine guns. The Soviets has only one mortar, we have 2 machine guns. So we have some stuff to work with. The British are coming here with that AEK. Also, the buff aspect of this medical supplies is really good because German infantry is not bad, don't get me wrong, but it's very fragile, and this buff really does help you out. Yeah, I'm just fucking, I'll lose that machine gun, I think. I clicked that AT gun to just shoot at that AEK, and it tries to go onward. And we are in deep trouble. It's a fucking huge, disgusting blob of the British. I will use that Stuka strafing run. I'll pin all of these guys and try to work with my pack. I sacrifice my grenadier unit, try to turn it around. I should actually start running with it because the British are coming, as you guys can tell. I do land a hit on that AEK. I will try to dispatch these guys with my officer, but it doesn't look good. The suppression wear off on these guys, and yeah. I'm trying to send in more guys to just fight for that AT gun, but no, it's going down. So yeah, we are losing that. We could soon drop ourselves another one. We would have a 3rd machine gun. I lost grenadier unit also just by sacrificing them on that pack. And I bite the bullet, I just retreat with everything that I had. And yeah, we are going back home. The Dante is not that bad actually. He has his AT gun to help me with that AEK. And so on, but yeah, we have to get out of here. I'm trying to drop this incendiary plane thingy just so I can deny that pack. I was thinking that the Soviet might want to steal it, but no, they destroyed it. But another note, like, take a look how long these guys are standing in that fire. Like, this plane does nothing, to be honest. Like, take a look on that. They are standing in the fire. This guy maybe not, but like, I don't know, but that didn't do much, and I paid 120 for that. So I hope they will buff it a little bit more. Soviets are pushing here, we move our machine gun here and our flamethrower group, and we'll be grinding these guys down. We also have a mortar support, so that's nice. We'll be stealing that, and we'll be leaving that machine gun on that road just so it covers it. We are taking our munitions back, and I got myself a support ammo corps. I was thinking, should we rebuy that pack? Surely we will not be building Leicht Mechanized. We could paradrop ourselves another one, but I want a Stug, I guess. So yeah, we're doing that. We'll fuck this Ike with our Stug. I'm trying to just do something about this, but nope. We have to get out of that. I have my officer. I try to drop some smoke so I can maybe hold to that munitions. He goes a Panzerfaust, a lucky shot from us, and now I'm just, at this point, I'm just taking that support armor corps, press spamming the rally point here, and once this Stug pops out, he will not pop out through this road, but through this one, and we'll be trying to just quickly rush it in and finish off that Ike. It goes down anyway, so I just got my Stug deployed there, and now there is no armor on the map, so I have a tank destroyer and no tanks to destroy with. But we'll be using that later, surely. Also, I don't know, we can just use it as a MG mount. So yeah, we have MG34 covering this road as promised, and this one is here. These shock troops just sneak in between them, and yeah, we'll be just running away. What else is happening? We got ourselves a med bunker 15 minutes into the game, finally, but yeah, this MG tries to survive and will be just looking at the officer will cover this retreat. I should retreat him too, because I'll just lose 2 models for nothing. My infantry is just healing, not much happening. My Stug is chilling, I'll back it off because it rushed to that bridge and it got slapped. Fortunately, it didn't got beaten up that hard. We'll be getting that medical station any second, and I'll be playing with my infantry, counter-pushing that. Where's my machine gun? Should be a machine gun covering that road all the time. The Soviets are pushing through here, they want to cut us off, and yeah, we'll be throwing some guys against them. I'm just slowly getting my shit together. I'm clicking stuff, I'm sure, but I just don't know where. We do steal that point. I have a machine gun here covering this approach. I spotted that British commandos coming for me, and so I relocated it. I'm trying to just shove some units here and there. We do got caught there, but we'll quickly patch that up. I get that medical station, and yeah, I'll be quickly regrouping. It's like a mid game, and let's take a look what's like mid to late game. And we have a Stug, and we will soon be advancing to battle phase 3 and making either a Brumbar, a Panzerwaffe, or a Panther. So we'll be doing a standard late game with the Oster. I'm having a Stug, so our anti-tank department is covered, and maybe we'll go for a Brumbar. If they deploy like a Comet or something, we might consider a Panther. What's Dante's doing? Dante got himself a Panzer IV, and he didn't escalate to battle phase 3, but he has some armor, and it will be surely helpful. Red did it in veins. He's making a Comet, not a Comet, a Cromwell. So he will have a medium tank of his own. I'm totally not scared because Stug should dispatch it easily. The Panzer IV will make a fair opponent. It's like 1-to-1 tanks. These two perform similarly. I think Cromwell is a little bit better. But with help of my Stug, it should be fine. And the red player, he's buying a KV-1 heavy tank. So yeah, the game is still on. We'll see how it goes out. We have, from the Luftwaffe, we have a incendiary bombing run, and we still, oops, I beg your pardon, and we still have like an officer and infantry blob. We have Stuka suppression run against their infantry, and there is some medical supplies even scattered around the map that the enemy doesn't know about. We'll be quickly patching this Stug up. Well, my pioneers, here they are. We'll quickly fix that. I leave my machine gun here just so it will defend this road, and as we will be using that machine gun as an offensive tool, we'll be putting it somewhere around that fuel or maybe that ammunition. Our Stug is getting fixed. The Russians are observing us with these artillery flares. I was considering pushing in there, but he saw my troops, so we'll see how that goes. We either have to bite the bullet and push regardless, or we have to turn back. And I think I will keep going, I guess. We got ourselves that Stug fixed. We have escalated to battle phase 3. We'll be buying that. Eventually I changed my mind with that flare. He knows I'm coming. They have a flamethrower, a lot of mines, machine gun mortar. Let's turn our attention to the middle, especially that there is some solid push coming there. I'll be moving that Stug to the middle. Here our machine gun pins this guy. We still kept it here. Our medical supplies were unseen. KV-1 is pushing here. I have my Stug here ready to push it off if he tries to push me. My infantry is tossed in here. We have a machine gun here pinning all these guys. We have a Luftwaffe helping us out, and the Russians decide to push with the KV-1. I will quickly move my Stuk towards him. This is why Stuk is so much better than Pak, just because I can just move it quickly. There is no setup time. We do land a Panzerfaust and we pay dearly for it, but we are chasing this KV. Stuk is really nice. I also do have a bulletin for it, so he has 4% more penetration, and all of its shots penetrated, so nice. This Cromwell is trying to chase me. I turn back, and backing off, I will just keep shooting at him. The blue AT gun do land a hit on it. I'll keep going, and my grenadiers are here ready to Panzerfaust this fucker if he tries to keep chasing my Stuk. Once he give up, I hide in the fog of war. I will back off everything. I will rebuy these grenadiers that I lost, and will be fixing that Stuk. My teammate tries to make an LFH. I start yelling at him that that's silly, and I'm telling him to make more tanks. And Dante has 200 fuel, take a note. He's not in the battle phase 3. He doesn't have heavy Panzer Corps, and take a note that heavy Panzer Corps make all your reinforcements 10% cheaper, so it's really worth it. This Cromwell tries to push it. There is a lot of Russians here. We do have that machine gun covering our behinds. This Pak lands a hit, and we will just back off towards our defenses here. My troops are still here. I will now push towards this fuel. The Russians lost their KV-1, so I know that they don't have any tanks, and they will probably not have more tanks than me for a while unless I lose something. The British player went with a lot of this rocket artillery. These things are disgusting, and we do have 2 static machine guns, but most of our army is fairly mobile. It's tanks or infantry, so I'm not that afraid of artillery pieces. Here, just throw some smoke in their face. I wish this smoke was dropped quicker. Like, it really takes it a while to be deployed. Here there's a lot of mines. I'm not aware of that, obviously. We are deploying that Brumba to scare off the Russians from this flank. We have our infantry with machine guns following up, and here my more elite troops get hit by artillery to the face. Fortunately, we lose only 2 guys. My Stuk is already here, ready to fight back this Comet at full Cromwell. Here I deploy this machine gun onward. My Brumbar is politely asking all of these guys to leave. My Stuk is exchanging with that Cromwell. They do have a fair advantage, so I'll just shoot 1 or twice and back off. We still have that machine gun in the middle. We have another machine gun in the middle, so we are fairly well defended here. It's really nasty. Like, it doesn't matter how many machine guns they disable, we have 1 extra. The Soviets saw my Brumbar. They are making Su-85 so they can contest my tanks. This is, I guess, a reasonable buy. My more elite troops are coming out. We could upgrade our guys with a machine gun, but it seems that I'm saving my munitions. Here I'm just driving around with that Brumbar, creating some chaos. My Stuk is being repaired in the back. My infantry is pushing onward. This machine gun is still making mess around here. Lovely hits there. We have more infantry coming up. I like to clear out these bushes and just have a straight road towards my enemy. Su-85 is deployed, it's coming. This Cromwell is still alive. I wonder what Dante is doing with his money. He did bought that LFH eventually, I guess, but really he should escalate to battle phase 3 and get us some heavier tanks. This Su-85 is hunting up Brumba. The Soviets focus their view onward, and he's pushing, really trying to get that Brumbar. We have some infantry around, and I'm deploying that Stuk that was repaired. This Su-85 is in a bliss, not aware of my Stuk coming out. We land a hit on his back. The Soviet starts to back off. He turns off his focused view, and I'm pushing with my infantry. This guy is only half HP, and I'm just coming for him. He misses. He shoots his own fuel cache. Actually, I get a veterancy 2 on my Stuk. and I'm coming for that Su-85. It gets stuck on that building, and I'll now finish it off. We do get hit by a grenade, but we do not care. We have a full HP. Now we can just back off everyone. This Cromwell is here to help. I'm backing off my Stug uncontested. There are some random units of Soviets here and there, but it's still they doesn't matter. We lost that machine gun, but doesn't matter. That Su-85 was such a steal. Soviets don't have any infantry, any tanks. They only play with infantry right now. They are fucked. I am just typing in GG because we know that it ended. Blue got himself an LFH. Is it a goodbye? Maybe, but I think they will just counter barrage it. Then now we are just having a chat. I'm having a Brumbar, I'm having a veteran Stug. I'm making another Brumbar just so I can obliterate the Reds' infantry and anything else. And red player leaves, and it's over. The British, they don't have much more. I think they are fairly short on fuel. We were either controlling this whole game and multiple times cutting them here. This game is about to crash. Like, I had some connection issues and it was basically over, so I just left. I'm not sure did it count as a win for me, but at least I had, even if I didn't get a win, I had this amazing replay. So yeah, like, Luftwaffe, really dope. It really rearranges your early game as the Germans, and you can approach your mid game very differently. For a late game, you just have your standard heavy corps, so Brumbars, Panthers, and you can just support them with the heavy bombing run. And heavy bombing run, I'm not sure how much it can do currently. Surely you can drop it on SimCity. The only thing I know that once I dropped it on Su-85, it one-shotted it. So it has some really good potential. If you immobilize an enemy vehicle, just drop that thing on it. It probably will be gone, even if it's something big. Let's take a look on the stats. Sniper with only 6 snipes, but you guys saw how much it did early on. We have a Stug, most valuable units with 3 kills. All of those vehicles, a KV-1, Su-85, and something else, I guess. No, I guess that was 2 vehicles in 1 unit, but either way, it was all the Soviet ammo. And KD fairly solid. It was really a bloodbath, like both British pushing me, the Soviets pushing me, really did stretch ourselves fairly far, especially that we could skip a lot of upgrades in buildings early on. So yeah. Not sure do you guys are interested in graphs or units. I'll put the unit though. Yeah. Also, this MG34, if the OKW picks it up, it counts as their machine gun. So we do have only 2 stars or 3 stars on it, but the OKW will have all 5. So yeah, the answer to the question, is Luftwaffe good? It's dope. It's standard Oster, just with really solid early game, and this is what this faction needs actually. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Cheers.